What's up YouTube, Biz Matthew here and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you all about how I recently had to cancel out of a contract. Before we go on, be sure to like this video, subscribe, turn on post notification bell, and comment down below. Now be sure to like this video, subscribe, comment down below, and all that jazz. And just comment down below, how do you all deal with canceling a contract, either because you put it under too high of a price or you found some title issues? How do you all handle it? So basically, the gist of what happened with this property is that I got it under contract. Property is probably worth $100,000. It's been vacant for over a year, about a year and a half. Valued at $100K, put it under contract for $35K, but it did need a ton of work. And I was able to, contract it. The seller actually had some issues, so he went to his lawyers and we got things adjusted on the contract. So as long as, the adjustments are, still good, I can still make adjustments to make the seller more comfortable in a purchase and sales agreement. So we got it under contract, $35K, and this is just going back and forth with the seller for probably about 2 weeks. And I thought I had a deal, to be honest. The property did need a lot of work, like I said, but I did put it under at 35. So once I got that, I started issuing out to my cash buyers. I put it on Facebook Marketplace. I put it on the Real group on Facebook, and one of the big time wholesalers, he actually messaged me about it. He was like, hey, I tried to get this house too a few years ago. It had some title issues because it was bought on a tax sale and other things like that. I was like, wow, I didn't know. And so I contacted the seller. I was like, hey, did you buy this from a tax sale or directly from the previous owner? And he kind of avoided the question. He was all like, I purchased this property, as is. I'm up to date with the taxes. I was like, okay, sounds good. So I just did my own title search, sent it to a title company that I know. They were generous enough to give me a title search results. And that's why it's good to have good connections with good title companies, people that you can just, hey, I have this address, even if you don't have it on the contract. Hey, can you just quickly do a quick title search to see if there's anything alarming on this property? And they'll do it. And then I got back that, yes, it was bought from a tax sale. And here in this county in Tennessee, they have different, laws. It's different in each state, where someone can still claim a property a year after it's been bought from a tax sale. And then after that, you have to wait like 5 years until you can actually sell the property again or flip it, unless you get a quiet title suit or something like that. And so I just didn't want to deal with that. And then number two, I found out it was in a flood zone, and flippers and renters, especially around this time with this whole pandemic and crisis happening, they're very wary of getting a property that they had to get flood insurance for. And so it wasn't a deal for any flippers. It would be someone for a long-term investor, because this property was a duplex, but it hasn't been a duplex for over a year and a half, and the power's been off since over a year and a half, so it's zoned single family now. So what I did to contact the seller, I just sent him a text, because most of our communications was over text. If we were calling, I would have called him and explained to him the situation. So I said it in a way where, hey, I still want to do business with you, but I can't do it under these terms. Like, you would have to get a quiet title suit for me to go on. And I told him about the flood zone. I wasn't aware of that before. And then other wholesalers were telling me what price it would be at. Some were saying like $25,000, $30,000, and that's with my assignment fee. So I told him, hey, we would love to work with you, but these are the issues: flood insurance, title issues. You would have to do a quiet title suit, and things like that. And I would just be at a very steep discount. I would have to be at a steep price which I don't know you may not be interested in. So I kind of left it away, kind of gave it away, gave myself away, so he can pull in if he wants to. And I say, if it stays like this, it's a no-go for us. And there's cancellation clauses in the contract for me and the seller. If the seller wants to cancel, I'm fine with them canceling. I can cancel anytime too. I think as I get more mature into this business, I'll have better cancellation clauses. But for right now, it's like anyone can cancel anytime. And I never had an issue with me actually assigning a contract and having a seller back off. Once they're committed, they're committed. But yeah, so I sent him that text, and then later I got a call from like one of the clerks at the lawyer that he works with offices. So the clerk just messaged me saying, yeah, he called, he's interested, but he just wanted to know your counter offer. I was like, with the flood insurance and everything and the repairs needed, we'll be looking at land value. So we'll only be at $10,000 for the property. So I spoke to her yesterday and she was like, okay, no problem at all. I'll let him know. So if he's interested, he'll give me a call back. If not, oh well. So yeah, I just want to document my journey with you all, give you all some tips and advice to always be polite, always be upfront with people. I'm always upfront, especially right now with wholesaling, because I'm not buying properties outright. I say, hey, I work with investors. They need to evaluate this deal, look it over, see if it's a deal for them. If not, then we'll cancel. If so, we'll continue. So I'm not guaranteeing them anything. As my experience increase, I will start having that guarantee, which will make me more credible, make my business better, and because I have more cash to actually close properties that I can assign. But for right now, I can't. And even when assigning, your business can be very credible as long as you're upfront with them. So yeah, and just give you all tips like when you're canceling, explain why, and just say, hey, it's a no-go. Kind of, you have to say, you're canceling, but you want to continue working with them. You would love to. You may not be the best option, but I would have to be at this price. So that's basically how it went. So if anything changes with this particular deal, I'll let you all know. I hope you all can hear me clearly. I don't have my mic today because I'm outside. I was like, let me shoot this video outside. Hopefully it's still bright enough where you all can see me and other things like that. I'm just outside like a library. There's no one here, reading a book. Right now I'm reading Never Split the Difference. It's about negotiation and things like that. So it's very interesting. So I hope you all like this video. Subscribe, comment down below. And I hope you all stay safe, stay clean out there. All right, bye.